Chapter 32 Sunshine. The link between overexposure to the sun and skin cancer is now well recognized and should never be ignored, but neither should the many benefits of moderate exposure. Our bodies need vitamin D in order to absorb calcium and promote strong bones and teeth. Depending on the strength of the sun and how fair or dark your skin is, it can take as little as 15 minutes of sunbathing to manufacture and absorb some natural vitamin D. Vitamin D is known as the sunshine vitamin for a good reason. Scientific studies on the effects of sunlight show that besides helping to keep our bones and teeth strong, it also helps to prevent certain diseases. Now, along with the physical benefits, a healthy dose of sunlight can also elevate a low mood. People who live in countries where winter sunshine is negligible often suffer with the depressed moods of seasonal affective disorder until the welcomed sunshine-filled days of spring and summer return. Increasing the amount of light helps the brain manufacture more serotonin, a hormone that affects our moods, energy level, and sleep. Some people have the financial means to escape our dreary winters and flee to the sunny south to alleviate the sluggishness and depression associated with SAD, which is the acronym for Seasonal Affective Disorder. That sounds very appealing indeed, but for most of the population, that is hardly a feasible option. Some people try to mitigate the winter blues with special light therapy lamps that emit pure white light to imitate the sun. Light therapy lamps seem to be gaining in popularity. They used to be difficult to find, but now dozens of models varying in size, price, and intensity are readily available online. The main concern I personally have about those lamps is how they affect our eyes. Some do have filters that cut UVB rays down by 90%, but authorities caution their use and warn that staring directly into them could be damaging. Since our eyes are not designed to stare into bright lights, that makes perfect sense to me. They also caution that these lamps should only be used with the guidance of a healthcare professional. That makes sense too. Naturally, there are reports to the contrary that say there is no evidence that proves staring into the bright light from a light therapy lamp causes eye damage. This is yet another example of why I remain cautious about any studies that affect our health. And I always base my decisions about controversial issues on common sense. In this instance, I would reason that my eyesight is too important to experiment with, and I would look for other ways to reduce or eliminate SAD. One of those ways is with cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, which I strongly believe in. CBT can effectively eliminate SAD as well as or better than some of the drugs that are commonly used to treat depression. There are many other issues that can be treated with CBT. One of the main things I like about it, besides the fact that it works, for me at least, is that you can either practice it entirely on your own or with the help of a licensed therapist. If you're interested in learning more about CBT, there's a ton of information about it in books, online, and through organizations such as socialanxietyinstitute.org. Despite all those remedies for SAD, I still do believe that exposure to sunlight affects our mental and physical health in positive ways. That's why we should try never to let a sunny day go to waste.